Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got O'Neal, who's out there with Durant. Sumner in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Dosunmu is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the center. Takes the 13-footer. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Clock at 4. The fader. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Brooklyn. And now here comes... Oh, did you see that?
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's LaVine. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. And it's DeRozan missing. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls ball.
Chicago ball.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Passes to Vucevic. A 3 ball. The Bulls keep it alive.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Stolen by LaVine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Despite facing criticism along the way, Zach LaVine's blocked out all the haters. Now he's one of the most prolific scorers in this league.
Steve, it's been tremendous to see Zach LaVine reach his all-star potential in recent years.
Kevin, you can tell he's loving it too, right? But yeah, this was a long time coming. He's at the top of his game, earning his spot among the best players in this league, Kevin.
Now DeRozan, after the missed 3 from KD. DeRozan passes to Williams, kept alive.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
DeRozan against Durant. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. And again, Chicago. No good. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from D, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Now here's DeRozan. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Now here's Simmons, following the miss by DeRozan. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got teams.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Dragic. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In transition, here come the Nets. It's good. 8 points for Ben Simmons.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Here's White, and there's the drive. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Kobe White, with the impressive ball handling skills, lets him drive it right in there.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Sumner. White covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild. Look to the future. But not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's Harris from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Here's KD. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. The pass to Harris. Here's Sharp. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Dragic. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Bulls. Jones is running. Dragic finds Drummond. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Nets leading by 6. Here's Sumner. And it's White with the rebound. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. Now here's Dragic, covered by Mills. Caruso, the pass to Dragic. The shot, no good. The Nets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And the shot goes in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Dragic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. White. Here's Drummond. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Harris. Pass to Mills. Lets it go from deep. He can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead, up 8. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
16. On your feet, fans, it's time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So for Brooklyn now, in the backcourt, it's Simmons and Curry. O'Neal is out there with Edwards, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Now, here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here's Curry, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Zach LaVine. For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for the net.
And the first one drops. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
And hard work on the glass, once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Edwards drawing the double team. Outside, Simmons. He takes it in. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Edwards on the assist by Simmons. Edwards got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
Now here's Curry. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 10 points.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Here's Levine. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Bulls. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Last game he had 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Now, here's Vucevic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
With his height, Vucevic, a tough matchup inside for any defense.
And Smitty, we've seen Nikola Vucevic add a three-point shot to his arsenal.
This is a shot he didn't have early on in his career. But GA, as the game has continued to evolve, so has Vucevic. Recognizing bigs like him have to be able to stretch the floor.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Javonte Green comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Castro O'Neal. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Bradley. Bulls trail by 8. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine. Doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Chicago making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And a new group in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Harris is checked in for Curry. That's Mills in for Simmons.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Durant kicks to Harris. Back to Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Thomas on the wing. Started by Levine. Levine against Thomas. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Right side, DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
For Chicago.
And Smitty, in that 21-22 season, DeMar DeRozan proved to be one of the top closers in our game.
You're totally right, GA. He led the NBA in fourth quarter points and finished second in clutch scoring. He embraced the challenge and thrived playing the role of the hero.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Durant. He had 27 points last game. Over Green. And it's good from the elbow. And the Nets lead by 4.
Using in a pick and roll, the 6'10 guy is setting the screen. Not KD, though.
Now here's Levine. Guarded closely. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
The 3 from Mills. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. Here's DeRozan. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Back to Mills. The 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's Green with the jam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
It's stolen by Green. By himself. And Green spins it in.
Nice find by Dragic. Great vision, unselfish basketball.
And Durant launches from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by for
Bulls.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Some struggles for Chicago in the first quarter. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor, and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half, and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient. Value.
That about wraps it up. Time now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
They've got Kobe White. Green is out there with Vucevic. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And there's the call on Javonte Green. And it's his first foul of the game. Osumu, he's checked in for Goran Dragic.
Coming onto the floor.
Here's Claxton. Passes it to KD. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
How about the job Billy Donovan has done? Under 500 in his first season, but took the Bulls to the playoffs in his second year at the helm.
Just 4 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Caruso, no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Sumner. White covering. The shot's good from Sumner. Lots of pieces have been added to this Bulls roster. For Donovan, you were just talking about him, to work with, coach, and lead. He has done a good job.
They have a great mix, Kevin, of veteran leadership and young talent. Donovan has been able to mix and match to keep guys fresh. It worked well for him in the playoffs last year. Just couldn't find an answer for Giannis and the Bucks.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. DeRozan comes in for Alex Caruso. DeRozan against KD. Over Durant. And too long on the shot.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Shot up 2 there.
No answer for Simmons. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Curry's checked in for Edmund Sumner. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
DeRozan's shot is good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Nets with the lead. Durant kicks to Simmons. Hook shot on the way. Bank shot, no good. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Curry is inside. White's there. And the basket by Curry.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Kicks to Vucevic from deep. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
DeRozan against KD. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
DeRozan with it. 10 points for him. He kicks it to Vucevic. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Vucevic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Brooklyn trailing. Timeout called. The Nets.
Call timeout. It's time for T-shirts.
And a new group in for the Nets. Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Edwards comes in for O'Neal. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. Edwards dishes to Mills. Beyond the arc. Edwards can't hit. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Lobbed up there for Drummond. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I mean, a great decision by Zach LaVine. Could have forced one up, but he's trying to keep his teammates involved.
Back to Curry. 1:12 left in the third. And it's sent back by Drummond. LaVine double team. Jones the pass to LaVine. Back to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
From Zach LaVine.
Nets trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mills looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Caruso. And that one hits back iron.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
LaVine gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Brooklyn. To the middle. Here's Harris. No good, unable to end this run. Outside, LaVine. The kick out to Dragic. Shoots over Mills. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
When you tried to defend this guy, Goran Dragic, you got to remember he's a high-energy player. They tend to draw fouls.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And don't go away. We'll be... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Sumner in at the 2-guard spot. The kick out to Dragic. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Agile feet of Drummond. He's like a dancing bear out there. Nice roll off the pick.
Inside. Claxton with the bucket.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
And to fans who want some free t-shirts. Fans, make some noise for your Chicago Lovables.
Changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Drummond. DeRozan comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's White in for LaVine. O'Neal's checked in for Brooklyn. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Nights like tonight, they remind you why Vucevic has been an all-star. Nikola can really pour it in.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Fans, let's hear it one more time for your Chicago Lovables.
Simmons passes to Durant. O'Neal kicks to KD. The offensive rebound. And he goes in for the dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? maybe, just maybe, loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defender?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes, but good offenses always find a weak link.
Beans check in for Chicago. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And make some noise.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. O'Neal with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from O'Neal.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
Levine against Curry. Outside Dragic. On the wing, DeRozan. With the fadeaway. Second chance shot, and it's Jones laying it in. And the Bulls lead by 9.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Next ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And the pass to Curry. Back to Simmons. Jones against O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Over Jones.
I like how Vooch uses his size on defense, creating some strong coverage.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Curry. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Nets trail by 9. Top of the key.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
The touch from deep is impressive. Vooch has put in work on making his three dangerous.
Pulls up on the elbow. Shot's good by Durant.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Dragic, and he gets it to go. Dragic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Bouncing off defenders like a pinball, something we see from Dragic almost every night.
Here's KD. Offensive rebound. Nice yet again. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Claxton. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Accurate from deep. Durant's a gifted shooter. One of the best we've ever seen.
Curry against Levine. 1:15 left in the fourth. Pass to Vucevic from outside the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And Curry has it in the corner. Oh, drew the foul. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We'll double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Outside, Dragic. Passes it to DeRozan. And that's an intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. First personal foul. First team
to the paint. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. And LaVine throws it down. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Durant wide open. He fires. No good on the quick 3. And here are the Bulls now. Nobody near Williams. That 3 off the mark. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It's just about taking a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Seth Curry. First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for Chicago.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 8. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Fans, turn your attention to the court for your Chicago Bulls.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The kick out to Williams. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.